Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a very pleasant night to you, my pack, and welcome back once more to Vega Conflict. Time for the next few vessels to be talked about, and I do apologize since the last recording. I don't know what happened, but I think my throat got a little bit dry. But nonetheless, I want to talk about the Stinger first. I'll talk about the Pestilent in its own video and the Long Strike in its own video. But for now, we're going to go over the basic stats, then I'll show a little bit of gameplay for you, and then we'll get to all on your base. It'll be short, simple, and to the point. So first off, you have the standard 2-hour repair time. You have an effective range of 0 to 4,500 meters, you have 300,000 hit points, 17,000 tons of free mass, well, not free mass, but total mass. Cargo value of 3,500,000 tons, forward speed of 640 meters per second, rotation of 30 degrees per second, strafe of 350 meters per second, and a reverse and a reverse speed of 100 meters per second. And then you have the standard for non-elite vessels of 600 astronomical units per hour of sector speed. Now, as for modifiers, you have bonus agility. You have the standard Spectre, Retrocider, Retrocin 400% damage increase, and a 50% increase against Blood Rebellion, and a 100% damage increase against modules. You have 70% Resurgence, and then as for resistances, you have 100% resistance to Altarian, Umbra, Pharmacon, Spectre, Retrocider, Retrocin, and you resist all Vega Alliance vessels by 50%. You have no resistance to Nightfall, so Nightfall stands right up there with you. You have 100% resistance to Void, so Marauder vessels are basically useless against you. You have 10% munitions resistance, 100% Blight Nebula resistance, and 50% Essence resistance. And that one makes sense because you use Essence weapons, so naturally you'd be resistant to them. And weapons-wise, now this will just cut back to the main thing because I don't feel like sitting around making individual screenshots for these. You're looking at 23,500 damage per second at not the worst range. You got 3,500 range area to play with. Weighing in at 2,350 tons, you got the range I mentioned. It has a projectile speed of 5,500 meters per second. So that is hauling. It'll take about about an eighth of a second to reach the target. And it's already close range enough, so it shouldn't miss too much, but I wouldn't hold out too much on it if it's against a faster target. And you have built-in shield bypass, which is specifically designed for helping you fight the Vega vessels. Arms lab 15 required, and it's only for Guardians. I would strap a few of them to the Destroyer and see what it can do. Actually, it gives me an idea for fitting now. As for biomechanical armor, you look at 2,250 tons, 400,000 hit points, 20% munition resistance, which is the one they're supposed to counter, 5% essence resistance, 5% radiation resistance, so it resists the same amount against its own and the one that's supposed to counter it. Now here's the big thing that changed since the last time I talked about them, and that's the fact that now they have ablative. And if anyone remembers the Umbral faction from before, well, they've been reborn, but instead of red, they're now green. You have 200,000 ablative hit points and defense of 90%, and ablative and ablation details, you have for every 10,000 damage you do to direct health, just need to remind that because it doesn't say it here, but that's just the built-in aspect of ablative. For every 10,000 damage you deal, you'll recover 30,000. That's not half bad because you're doing 60,000. About 70,000, so you're bringing back in 150,000 to 210,000. Yeah, you're bringing about 210,000 per good volley. And that's it. Send you all over to the gameplay and bring you all back in just a minute. It's now the following day. I have my hands on 3 of the little filthy beasts. Time to make the gameplay. And as I said, I attached the biometric weapon to them using the new armor. I'm going to go hit the Vega sector target and see how it goes. There we go.
Attacking target.
And these will be the long shots. So this is the Vega destroyer. So they got interceptor, destroyer, cruiser. Let's see if this works out in my favor or not. And they're using their new, that long miss by a mile in their twin arc. It's toast. Biometric definitely works, so due to the short range of the vessels themselves, this is an extremely beneficial build, to say the least. I can see that a full fleet is definitely needed to take these ones on, at least reliably. Visually, they look good, and so do the other ones. Not bad. The lack of range definitely helps them hit their targets more reliably than the Divergent does with the same weapon. It's just because it's still tracking almost right up until impact. So only one miss out of every few. Not bad. Repair time wise, 34 minutes. Definitely be shorter with more of them, but I need to farm up for the next few videos because I need to get 2 more ships of the next 2 types prepared. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Stinger. That's all there is to it, and as you could probably tell, I didn't use the build that was intended. I went with my own little bio tracker. Yeah, I went with the missile that was given to the destroyer because I wanted to try it out on the other shorter range vessels to see how well it would fare. But that's going to be it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the short and sweet video that was mostly to the point. I have a few more things to record for the night that I'll get on to now. So, be safe out there, happy hunting, and as always, I'll see you later.